Hello and welcome to episode 7. You, me, Yuri makes 3, starring the lovely, the talented Mike, and his lovelier and talenteder wife, Megan.
Hello.
Today, missed last week, but we're back with a fury, a vengeance,
Yes.
a fury on ice, if you will. So furious, we may melt it to its very core.
Ooh.
We're doing episode 7 and episode 8.
Ooh, we'll see how this goes.
So if you follow along, watch those and then come back.
And come back.
And listen.
Yeah.
Because it'll make a lot more sense.
It does make a lot more sense.
Otherwise, we're just talking about weird boys.
Yeah, and you're kind of like, what?
Which is fine, but
happening?
you need some context.
Yeah, it's nice to have context. And I mean, maybe it'll expand your anime horizons a little bit. And you know what? It's just a good show. It's not even just a good anime show. It is just a good show.
Good show.
So,
we happen to watch this on Crunchyroll.
No, Funimation.
Funimation, because Crunchyroll does not have the dubbed version.
Yes.
Has the subbed, no dubbed.
Yes.
We're actually watching this dubbed.
Yes.
Haven't seen it subbed.
I did the first time I watched it. I watched it with subtitles because it hadn't been dubbed yet, I believe. And then,
Pre-sub-dub.
Yeah, and then I watched.
And
then I watched it with the dubbing, and I really liked the voice acting work with the dub. So
pretty solid.
That's why I prefer to watch it with them, especially because I usually watch this in the bath. So I just kind of like lay there with my eyes closed and just listen to it, which is kind of hard when you're reading subtitles. So.
Do you pretend that the water is ice?
No, I do not, because that would make me very cold.
Mm.
I'm one of those people who gets very susceptible to temperatures when I'm watching them on TV.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, so...
Been playing God of War? Frozen?
So cold.
Niflheim?
Yeah.
Shit, that place is cold.
Yeah.
Makes my Niflheims all hard. Alright, so episode number 7, starting off, China's on!
Yeah. Is that a vuvuzela?
It is. The Grand Prix series opening event! Exclamation point. The Cup of China free skate.
Yes. So we've already watched the short program. Now we're onto this free skate. So this will be the final skate of the Cup of China.
Shit is getting real.
Yep.
I hope Joseph's okay.
He's unstoppable.
Haven't talked to him in a while. Past the intro, China is famous for clowns and crabs, apparently.
What?
There's a little bit at the beginning of this episode where they're talking about China and tossing in all the stereotypes about China.
Yeah.
They had a couple of clowns, something like that, and the big crab.
Yeah.
Just talking about China, categorizing it, if you will.
Apparently.
A nice pseudo prejudicial view. Getting into it. So Yuri is riding high after his victory.
Yes. So he's in first place as of the short program. So.
Short bus, short program. Yuri's on it.
Yes.
So this is pretty important for him, yeah?
Yes. Yeah, because they need to place pretty highly in order to advance to the Grand Prix, which is kind of where I come from with, like, last year. Like, Yuri did well enough in his 2 qualifying competitions to get to the Grand Prix. So it's kind of weird when it's just like, oh, he's the underdog. It's like, but he actually did really well in order to get to the Grand Prix. But anyway, I digress.
Just like a toddler with marbles in his mouth, he's gonna choke.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, yeah. So this is the free skate for Cup of China.
Yuri's a little anxious. He's not used to doing well.
Yes.
We talked about that in the last episode. His family has a lot of faith in him not doing well. Which,
well,
maybe it's good that he's away from them for a little bit.
He tends to choke.
They want to support him, but I don't know if that's really the best way to support somebody. Pretty much counting on them gonna choke.
Yeah, well, he's not used to being in first place, so this is new territory.
So Victor is napping on Yuri.
Yes, he has 0 personal space. Just none.
Yuri having some trouble sleeping. He's got bags under his eyes. So the competition draws a little bit more near, and Yuri hasn't slept at all.
No,
he slept a couple hours here and there. Looks like crap. So
Yeah.
Victor forbids him to jump in his warm-up.
Yeah.
because he doesn't want to shake his confidence.
Yes.
It seems like Victor has this double, what's it called?
Double standard?
No. Where you tell someone to do something and then they do the opposite.
Oh, like reverse psychology?
Reverse psychology. That's the one. Down pat.
Yeah.
Seems to tell him not to do something, he does something. Yuri's pretty easy to control.
Yeah, easy to manipulate.
So we move on. Most people except Yuri to choke. Expect Yuri to choke. Yeah, not accept. Expect.
Yeah. He's not used to being in that position, so it's freaking him out. It is freaking him the fuck out. I even have that in my notes. Yuri is freaking the fuck out. And most of this episode is just him freaking the fuck out.
Yeah. Victor even takes him
to the car park to get him away from all the people. And
But first, we've got Guanhong Ji.
Yeah, Guanhong Ji. Who is the Chinese skater.
And his theme is violence.
Yes.
He's a super ninja.
Assassin. And I feel like he does at the beginning say, I don't really understand how skating as an assassin is going to make me a hero. So it kind of shows in his performance. It's a little lackluster. And he also fucks up a jump. So
I like his costume.
Yeah, he. You know what I really liked during his whole skate is when he's doing the narration of the story.
Yeah.
And it switches to that animation style.
Yeah, and it's really like an action anime in his head as he's playing out the skate and the story. I really like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Really cool juxtaposition. Like it completely moves away from the Yuri on Ice show and goes to this like ninja battle, assassin battle in his head.
Guns and pew 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 and all that good stuff.
So he's an assassin on ice, which seems like a good place to keep your blades. He landed all his jumps in the first half.
Yes.
But then fucks up in the second half.
He does fuck up in the second half.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, but he knows that probably is going to take him out of qualifying for the Grand Prix. So
starting to learn a little bit more about skating. You can do a good skate thing and still fall down and still not lose.
Yeah, it's all about rotations. Like as long as because your difficulty level and if it's a really difficult jump and you flub it, then they just deduct, but they still give you a modifier as per the difficulty. So you can make it up even if you fall.
So now we've got, we're watching Guanhong Ji skate, fucks up a little bit.
Yeah.
His skating story is awesome. I've got skating murders.
Yes.
Double underlined. And then we see some Chris.
Yes.
Some hot Chris action.
Some hot Chris on ice
I was writing I love Chris as what's-her-face screamed, I love you, Chris.
Yes, as Minako.
So I just wrote it extra big.
Yeah. We all love Chris. He's such a great character. He's so over the top, but that's why we love him.
And he's got like dragon legs on this time.
Yeah, his costume is really stellar.
Little fins coming out of his leg.
And like all the weaving up, so like it's really awesome.
Guanhong Ji couldn't have been that impressive because I just flat out stopped talking about him when Chris came on the screen.
Yeah, well, I mean, he did his skate and we knew he wasn't going to advance, so we kind of just forgot about him.
He's not in the title sequence. Get the fuck out of here.
We don't really give a shit.
Get out. So now we're on to Chris, everyone's favorite.
Everyone loves Chris.
He doesn't tell a story. It seems the more experienced or older veteran skaters, not a lot of them do the storytelling that some of the younger ones do.
Yeah. Yuri has his story that he tells, but I mean...
Yeah.
Chris is more... His thing is wanting to get Victor back on the ice, wanting to get Victor...
He's jealous.
Well, and it's not jealous, he's just like... He's always competed against Victor, and you see a flashback with him and Victor when they were really young. Like Victor had already been getting Grand Prix while Chris had just started skating in the senior division.
He was in the stands.
In the stands, they had a really cute interaction where it was just like, "Yay, I'm really excited to skate against you," sort of thing. And then also, basically, Chris is usually second place to Victor. Like in the standings for the Grand Prix, he's usually on the podium, but it's always Victor ahead. And so he's using that as like motivation, and then he felt his motivation was gone, but now that Yuri is such a strong skater, he's got that
blaming
motivation
Yuri.
back. Yeah.
Even in this one, he blames Yuri for Victor not being on the ice anymore, and he wants him back.
Yeah, exactly.
So if he beats Yuri hard enough,
yeah,
Victor will
come back to the ice. And that's basically his reasoning.
That's the story that he's telling himself while he's doing his routine.
Skating. Yeah.
Chris, in typical Chris fashion, he's going to come again at the end. We have a nice close-up of his crotch.
Yep.
Right into a crab bumper.
Yeah, the crab bumper.
Right at the halfway. It makes sense. You know, we saw the crab earlier on.
Yeah.
We're stereotyping China.
It did look like a really good crab.
Yeah, pretty good crab.
Yeah, pretty good crab.
We come back. Peachy is up next.
Yes.
He's from Thailand. You wouldn't know it by watching it. They don't mention it hardly at all.
Oh, no, wait. They mention
it
all
every
the time.
single second. But never in a positive light.
Yeah, it's just like he's a
skater from Thailand, and despite being from Thailand, he's still gonna skate.
It's because there's been no professional skaters out of Thailand. But he's the first.
It's not like, he'll do well. It's like, he's from Thailand, and he might do well.
No, it's just, that is not it at all.
They cut everything with him being from Thailand.
Yes, but that's because he's groundbreaking. Like, this is amazing. There's never been a professional skater from Thailand.
They say, despite him being from Thailand. I don't know, man.
Whatever, dude.
Kind of feeling
you take it however you say it. But that's how it is. It's supposed to be portrayed, is that this is a huge deal. This is a huge feat. There's, never been a professional Thai skater, so this is crazy awesome, and Peachy is amazing.
That's right. And I think he's from Thailand.
Yeah. And, they say he's rewriting Thai figure skating history, so...
he is born to make history.
Although it's so funny because both of his pieces are from that, the first piece is from The King and the Skater, and then the second piece is from The King and the Skater 2. So it's just kind of...
Maybe he just saw those movies and
little
really likes them.
Well, they explain it. Those were the first movies he ever saw, and that's what made him want to be a skater.
I remember. I was there.
Okay, I'm just saying.
So Thai skaters have fancy footwork.
Yes.
I say that too.
Yes, because it's very unique. Because if you watched his footwork and his foot sequence, it's very reminiscent of Thai traditional dancing. So.
Yes, I think he does well. I don't know. We move on. There's a lot of action, a lot going on in these ones, and we spend a couple minutes here, a couple minutes there, and then we move on. Yuri and Victor in the car park.
Yes.
Victor's trying to get Yuri to calm the fuck down by taking him outside. Takes him outside the rink first, doesn't do it.
Yeah.
Moves him into a hallway, doesn't work. So now they're in the car park.
Yes.
Where there is still the competition being broadcast. So I don't really know what Victor's going for at this point.
He just wanted to get away from other people.
Uh-huh.
Other people were starting to freak him out, so.
But they can still hear everything.
Yes.
And so we're done with Peachy. We like Peachy.
Yeah, we like
cool
Peachy.
Dude. USA.
Yes, then Leo comes on. He's the closest to qualifying at this point because he won Skate America. So
Leo is up next.
Yeah.
But we don't really care about Leo.
No, we don't see him.
We see none.
We see him
fall. The ice. Yeah, he falls down, fucks it up.
Then we see him at the kiss and cry, and he's just like, I'll do it next year. And you're like, whoa, what happened?
What, did your pants come off or
something? So anyway, basically, even though Leo won Skate America, he is out of contention at this point.
Yeah, Leo the loser.
Yeah, so he's not going to advance to the Grand Prix. So we can kind of forget about him.
Not okay.
Just you know what?
Tuck him in the back. Maybe we'll see him next year.
Maybe we'll see him somewhere. But yeah.
So Victor is still calming Yuri down, decides to use that old reverse psychology once again.
Yes.
Perhaps.
He says, no.
Alternate motivational techniques.
Because he's like, figure skaters' hearts are as fragile as glass. And he wants to see what happens when he shatters Yuri's heart, which is kind of mean.
Fucking with Yuri's emotions at this
Pretty
point.
much. He's pulling
let's see what happens.
Maybe this is not the time for experimental coaching techniques, Victor.
Victor might be a psychopath.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Lacks empathy.
Yeah.
So Victor basically says, if you don't win, Yuri, if you don't place like you need to at least get fourth.
Yeah.
And if you don't do that, well, obviously it's my fault, so I'm
Yeah.
not going to be your coach anymore.
Exactly. Basically, he'll take responsibility for his failure and he'll quit.
Yeah.
And
so
that's
this,
just
assumedly, is
heartbreaking.
going to steal Yuri into victory. Winds up having the polar opposite effect.
Yes.
Yuri just breaks down, starts crying.
Yeah.
And then Victor instantly backs
It's like,
off.
oh
He's
shit,
like,
oh
shit,
shit,
that didn't
shit,
work
shit,
at all.
shit. Yeah, and Yuri's like, look, that's what everything in my head is telling me, but to hear you say it, like, fuck off, man.
He's like, coach better.
Yeah, be a
Coach
better
harder.
coach.
So Yuri tells Victor how to coach him, basically.
Yeah, essentially.
Just believe in me,
Exactly.
you dick.
Well, and Victor's like, I don't really know how to deal with crying people. Should I just kiss you? And Yuri's like, no! Like, what is wrong with you?
But, Yuri winds up having a good cry.
Yeah.
I don't think he's up next yet.
No,
we go to Yorgi.
Yorgi's up next.
Yorgi is up next.
Yes, but Yuri's having a good cry,
Yeah.
and just, you know what, it's better for him because it actually relieves a lot of the pressure he has been feeling. So, but yeah, then we hit Yorgi's.
Yorgi, I think he had a different haircut from the last time I seen him. I didn't recognize him instantly, so I'm like, Yorgi, do we know this bitch? Yeah, we do. He's the weird one who has an obsession with his ex.
Yes, who's there?
Yeah. In the stands, watching him.
And, like, during his program, he actually looks up into the stands, sees her, and she gives him a big ol' thumbs down. And that kind of makes him lose his shit. And
it's an ice rink, but is it cold in here?
Yeah, so he starts fucking up. He can't concentrate. He's like...
He's true to his theme. It is heartbreak.
Yeah, it is heartbreak, but then he starts fucking up because he sees her, and then you cut to, in his brain, his little storytelling of, you know, how he's her Prince Charming, and then they show little Instagram pictures of her with a ring on, and I don't think that reconciliation that he's hoping for is gonna happen.
Oh damn, Yorgi.
Yeah, so he's not doing so great.
Nah.
But then we cut to Yuri.
Right, and a freaking hilarious moment. Yurio is just like, oh no, I forgot to watch the skating.
I forgot to watch the free skate because it just basically
it's such an awkward cut. It's just like you expect this grand revelation or like this moment of intense anger from Yuri too, but he's just like, shit,
I forgot to watch it. Yeah, because he basically is looking at his phone and he sees like the headline, like Yorgi fucking chokes and is not in contention for the Grand Prix, and he's like, oh, I forgot to watch the free skate. So it's just like, oh, Yurio.
And I'm pretty sure, but correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure you will, Yorgi's coach, Yakov, made this particular program that he's skating to outline Victor's weaknesses and failures as a skater.
Yeah, he's basically like...
Yakov is not a nice man.
No, he's like, well, since Victor left, you're my new top skater, Yorgi.
You're my new Victor, Yorgi.
So
stop crushing on your ex-wife or ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, no, so he's
because
just
everyone speaks with outrageous Russian accent.
So he's just like, yeah, like Yorgi's gonna be the one who's up and coming. Yorgi's awesome. He's gonna be. He's finally out from under Victor's shadow. He says the same thing with Yurio. He says the same thing with Yurio, which is like, oh my god, 100%
not out of his shadow.
So
you are putting him in the shadow.
Yeah. So anyway, he fucks up. Yuri fucks up.
Yeah. Obsessed with his ex. His ex leaves.
Yep.
She's just like, this is garbage. Gets
Pretty much.
Fucks off.
Yep. So that's...
he doesn't do well.
No. He's also out of contention.
Yuri's still freaking himself out at this point. He's getting to the tail end of his fit.
Yeah.
Victor's got his little puffy dog.
Little
Kleenex.
Kleenex.
Little Kleenex box.
Yeah.
Yuri cleans himself up.
But, and then it makes him look like, you know what, he looks like everyone's like, oh my gosh, he's been crying, but then it's just like, but he's actually looking a lot more relaxed.
Yeah,
so
it's calm.
He's calm. He had a good cry, and sometimes that's all you need. You just need a good cry.
Good cry. Get it all out. Yeah. So Yuri does well.
Yeah, he does a quad flip.
Kills it. Yeah, doesn't do perfect.
No, but
it's close.
Yeah,
Does really well.
Well, and they say he keeps surprising everyone because a quad flip is one of the harder jumps, and they even say like Victor.
It's Victor's signature.
Yeah,
move.
it's Victor's signature move, and Victor has never done it so close to the end of the program, and Yuri did it like right at the very end.
Yuri
like it was
sweating,
one of his last moves.
He's got that stamina we've been talking about.
Oh yeah, and they talked about that too. He's showing no signs of fatigue.
Gonna see him go Super Saiyan any minute now.
Yeah. Blonde hair, yeah.
So, we flash to Yuri's family watching him skate.
Yeah.
There is "Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall."
Yep.
Whispered by most of his family members. And they're not very sportive, but despite he wins.
Yeah, he gets silver.
He
wins silver.
At that point in the skating, he does first.
No, because he was the last skater because he was first. So at this point, we know he's won silver.
So he has silver.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and that's when Victor comes out and surprises him by crashing
Tackling
into
him with his lips.
I don't know.
There was some lip-looking contact.
It looked
there.
like there was lip contact, but then after they fall down, he's just kind
his
of
head
on
is
the
clearly
side.
to the side of his
yeah,
head.
so I think
Nobody
he just
says
tackled
anything.
him. So yeah,
I don't know, man. That was pretty lippy at first.
It was at first lippy, but then when you see it, it's just like, oh no, he was off to the side. So.
Yes. Yuri got silver. Yuri 2 is mad.
Yeah.
Yuri 2 has one emotion.
Anger.
It's anger.
Yeah, it's anger.
He is the Yuri of rage.
Yes. The Ice Tiger.
The Ice Tiger.
All right.
So that's the end of episode 7. We move into episode 8. Yuri versus Yuri. The horror! Exclamation point. Exclamation point. Rostelecom Cup?
Rostelecom Cup. Yeah.
Roasted Kale Com.
Yeah.
Cup.
So we're done with the Cup of China. So that was the first qualifying event for Yuri, and now we're moving on to the second qualifying event, which is the Rostelecom Cup in Moscow. So this is going to be our next qualifying skate for the Grand Prix. So Yuri has to do well here, otherwise he won't advance.
And this is Yurio's coming back.
Yeah.
This is his home turf.
And he's also part of this cup. So this is now another direct competition between him and Yuri.
Is Yurio the horror? There just wasn't a lot of good punctuation in the title.
No.
It says Yuri versus Yuri the horror, basically.
Yeah.
The horror.
But he's the Ice Tiger.
I want a Yurio cat blanket.
Yes.
I think is he in the airport at this point?
His fan club
He's getting
is
mobbed
there.
by fans.
Yeah, and they all have like cat ears and
blanket or something like that.
Where he's like almost chibi and
It's pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Where he proclaims himself the Ice Tiger of Russia.
Yes.
So Yuri 2 is feeling pretty good.
Right before he runs up and jumps on his grandpa.
He's
Grandpa!
all like, he's in the moment.
Yeah,
he's getting all intense and he's, Grandpa!
Jumps on him in a big bear hug and hurts his grandfather's back.
Simpsons flashback. Yurio's grandpa is driving that Russian car.
Yes, puts it in H.
Where's this car from? The country no longer exists. So basically they're driving that car.
Yeah.
Everybody else has like modern cars.
Yeah.
And this thing's just putting.
Yep.
We're at the rink already.
Yes.
Shit moves fast.
It does. They gotta get through some shit.
We're there. We're Victor's doing like a little press conference.
Yeah.
And Yurio walks in and is a dick to Victor.
Yes.
Victor's holding his Starbucks or whatever the Russian equivalent is.
Yeah.
Just having some good talking up his Yuri, talking about how he choreographed for this other Yuri.
Yeah, Yurio's program.
Yeah.
Yurio's having none of it.
Knocks the coffee from his hand.
Yes.
Victor doesn't even care.
No.
He just keeps being Victor.
Victor gives zero fucks.
Victor is unfappable.
Yes. We also find out that 2 skaters are already confirmed of heading into the Grand Prix, and that's Odebek, who we have not seen skate at all.
No, don't know that dude.
And Chris. So we know Chris is going to be in the Grand Prix.
Yay!
So
we all love Chris's Grand Prix.
Basically, 2 guys have already been confirmed into the Grand Prix, and now this cup, which is the final cup before the Grand Prix, will determine the next 4. So there's 6 skaters that is going to happen. So this is going to be the qualifier for those 4 other skaters.
Mm-hmm. And at this point, we meet the Korean skater.
Yes. Sung-gil Lee.
We don't get his name right away, or we get it too fast for me to write down.
Yeah,
he's a total dick.
Oh yeah, he's a huge asshole.
I think at this point Yuri is walking around the hotel.
Yeah, he's going up to his room.
He's gonna go check in, and then this Korean dude who looks a lot like Yuri, but with more intense eyebrows. They're chilling out. There's a little bit of drama that happens when the elevator opens up. There's the Italian guys in there, his sister. They're a little close. And then
and the Czech skater, Emil, the Czech skater.
Emil is going on a date with the dude's sister, and that pisses him off.
They're going out for food, and
shit gets real weird, and then Yuri just kind of steps off to the side.
It's
and
just like, I just
need any of this
shit. Yeah, I don't need this drama in my life.
All happens within about 3 or 4 seconds, so there's a lot of exposition setting up, and then we just
and the Korean skater,
because we got skating to do.
The Korean skater is just like, I see no reason why I should be nice to you. It doesn't benefit me at all. So why should I? And then everyone's like, what? Why don't you want to be friendly? Yeah, why would you say that? That's so mean. Yeah, so.
But he's kind of new on the scene or something like that.
Yes, this is his first
really
kind of qualifying.
Yet, so whatever.
This would be his first Grand Prix.
I don't like him. Yeah. I don't like this kid. So Yurio is rageful, is the next note that I have. Yeah. Not 100% sure why, but I'm sure it's a true fact.
Yeah, just is.
Full of rage. Again.
Yeah.
One emotion.
Rage.
Anger. Yeah. Rage. Fury. I guess at 3 different degrees.
Fair enough.
So we're back in the event now.
Yep.
It's the 5th event of the season.
Going into the skate right away.
We're getting there, and we meet our countryman, Jean-Jacques Leroy.
Ugh.
Go Canada.
Oh, JJ.
He is JJ.
Yeah.
Or King JJ.
Yes.
I like him.
I fucking hate JJ.
I like him so far. He's a prick.
He is a super prick.
Let's just talk about that for a quick moment. Name another piece of media where Canada is the villain.
Yeah, I know, right?
Definitely 100% unequivocally gonna be the villain.
Yes, he is 100% the villain.
He is just a complete asshole to everybody, everyone. He's got the typical villain archetype of I'm the best.
Yeah. All you others can suck it.
All my songs are about me. Yeah, everything is JJ.
Yeah. So anyway, we see JJ. No one cares.
So we meet him. He doesn't skate. Up next is Sung-gil Lee, the Korean.
He's doing it to a mambo.
He's a mambo. I wrote Matador ? Mambo.
Yes. And they even mention, because he's also put sex appeal into his routine to up the difficulty, up his performance. But they even Minako was like, he's technically very good, but he is skating with 0 expression.
Yeah.
So,
well, he's doing math in his head.
Yeah, he's basically calculating out his point value, and like he falls, so he's like, it'll still get this, because there's only going to be a -1 deduction, and it'll be a times this modifier, and I'll make it up in like the next. So he's basically just doing math of point values in his head.
Nerd.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why his performance score is shit.
Also, dim eyebrows.
Yeah,
I even drew them.
Oh yeah, you did draw them.
I just drew 2 squiggly caterpillars.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, those are his eyebrows. So
they are there.
Yeah, they are.
I'm surprised they don't get in the way. So now we go back to JJ.
No, I think we go to Emil first.
Oh, do we see Emil?
Yeah, we don't really see him skate. We just see Emil going onto the ice.
So yeah, what I wrote down was that we see cast wheels or the Canadian Tire ripoff on JJ's outfit.
I have that too.
I was very interested in JJ.
The funny thing was, that's the first time I've seen that. And I'm like, oh my god, does he have like a reverse Canadian Tire sign? Because it's not the upside down. It's like a regular triangle, but with the little green Canadian flag on top of the actual regular triangle.
Yeah. Anybody from Canada knows what you're
Yeah,
doing.
and then it says cast wheels.
Yep.
I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing.
I don't know if it's a weird translation or not, but I'm a big fan of
I
cast
love it.
wheels.
I love cast
I would
wheels.
get a cast wheels jacket.
I would get a cast wheels jacket.
So, yeah, triangle. I even wrote down the direction of the triangle.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, now the Italian guy's taking the
now
ice.
Mickey, or Michelle.
He's very uninteresting.
Yeah. Has a crazy obsession with his sister.
Don't care for this guy.
Yeah. Well, he basically is like...
He's obsessive about his sister.
Yeah.
Boo-hoo.
Yeah. He says brotherly love is better than...
Watch much X-Men, do you?
Yeah. My brotherly love is way better than any other kind of love, and I'll keep you safe, and I won't let anyone hurt you, and she's just like, dude.
But then he starts skating, and it like goes to this really, really weird and uncomfortable shot of his sister like quivering, watching him skate.
Yeah, because he's doing a good job. She's a skater too.
It's just weird.
Yeah,
got a weird vibe off.
Well,
this
yeah,
one.
And then basically he comes off, and she realizes that neither of them are gonna grow. Especially him, because he cannot skate without her at the kiss and cry.
What am I gonna do?
So she's like, we gotta nip this in the bud, because she kind of doesn't care. Like, she loves her brother, but she's like, I also want to like do things on my own, because you don't leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
So
she's also a world-class skater.
Yeah.
Sounds like she might be better than him.
She is kind of class
She's
better.
more advanced or something.
She's also skating in like the women's program for the Grand Prix. But yeah, like, and they even say he does a jump combination, and they're like, whoa, like the only other skater in the world to have ever done that and landed that in competition is his sister. So yeah, she's better. But
and yeah, she's into it, and then borscht bumper from nowhere.
Borscht bumper.
It's pretty tasty.
Yeah.
Then we come back, and Yuri's up.
Well, first, because now that you know what happens at the end, we see Makachin eyeing steamed buns.
Oh, no. Poor puppy.
Yeah, and he's just looking at those steamed buns, and they're all covered in plastic.
And then he's at the shrine.
Yeah, that's where the steam buns were.
So Yuri kept the steam buns in the shrine for his dead dog, while
no
Victor's
one really
dog
knows
is at his house.
Why the steam buns are at the shrine?
Why would you hide food buns? Anyway.
No, I think his parents put them there.
You know, just fill up the dead dog shrine with
steam buns.
Steam buns, like you do.
Yeah. I think it actually might be like part of the hotel. There's just happens to be a picture at this shrine of like, I think it's like the hotel shrine, like a regular shrine, and then Yuri just has the picture of the dog there because his dog is dead and it makes him sad. So it's not a shrine to the dog, it's a shrine that has a picture of the dog, and then they had the offering of the steam buns covered in plastic.
I'm gonna keep thinking it's just
So I put a really sad, unhappy face with Makachin eyeing the steam buns covered in plastic.
Well, that's gonna come back to bite him.
Yep.
So now we go to Yuri. Yuri's taking the ice. He's calmed down a bunch.
Yep.
Needs to keep his love in his pants.
Yes.
And off he goes.
Yeah, this is a very, very different Yuri we're seeing. He's like, I'm in enemy territory, and like I need to win or place because otherwise I don't get to go to the Grand Prix Final. And yeah, he like blows a kiss to the judges. Like, this is a very strong, confident Yuri we're seeing here. And Yurio even acknowledges, he's like, whoa, this isn't the same Yuri that I skated against at the hot springs.
This is the buffoon that I've seen before.
Yeah, so he even acknowledges, whoa, Yuri's come a long way since I skated against him at the hot springs. So yeah, that's very, very much where Yurio's mindset is at this point.
I found myself getting distracted by a lot of the ads on the boards in this one. A lot of bright colors, a lot of bright words.
Yeah, a lot of bright colors.
Rub Airline seemed to grab my attention more than once.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Not sure what's going on with that airline, but
that's an airline where you're guaranteed a happy ending.
Oh, yeah.
Happy
Always
landing,
a happy
I guess.
landing.
Always a happy landing.
Yuri nails it.
Yeah,
Not
and
gonna leave that one dangling.
he nails it.
He does a flawless performance.
Yep.
He doesn't fall. He doesn't fuck up.
Yeah.
He lands all his jumps. Everything looks good.
He gets another personal best.
He does all his spinny shit.
He gets another personal best of over 100, and everyone throws sushi pillows on the ice.
Yeah, there was food.
Yeah, those were sushi pillows. So there was like a tempura shrimp pillow, and then a couple of like.
I thought it was just food because it happened very, very quickly.
No, they were all
throwing
pillows.
food at the fat fuck. I know he's not the fat fuck anymore, but like weird.
No, it was all pillows. Sushi, like it seems like they kind of throw things that are stereotypes of the nationality, because I know when Yurio is on the ice and comes off the ice, they throw cat plushies.
So yeah, people are throwing what appears to be food, but are actually pillows.
Yep.
And Victor and Yuri seem excited for Yurio.
Yeah.
They're like, we killed it. Do well, little buddy.
Yeah, we love you, Yurio.
Pisses him off even more.
And he looks over.
I fucking hate you guys.
Yeah, he's like, I don't need your fucking congratulations or your good luck, your bullshit. And he looks over and Victor's kissing Yuri's skate because he did so well. And
it's the last fucking straw.
Pisses him off. And
he just like storms onto the ice.
Yeah, and he's like, he is not feeling agape now. He is, and his grandpa isn't there. Like, that was the thing that solidified his agape.
His grandpa wasn't there?
No.
Did his grandpa fucking die?
No.
Is he trapped in that horrible car?
Maybe. We don't really know. It's just his grandpa wasn't able to make it. And they do allude that he is not in the best of health, so he might have been sick. We don't know. But anyway, Yuri is pissed. His grandpa's not there. He can't hold on to his agape. Yuri and Victor are telling him good luck, which is the last thing he fucking wants.
I need your help. I'm 15 and I know everything.
Exactly. He sees Victor kiss Yuri's skate, which just kind of sends him over the edge, and then he falls.
Yeah, this kid better have a character change soon, because he is getting really boring. He's unbelievably one-dimensional so far.
It'll be fine. You'll like, there's 4 episodes. Yes.
He's so boring. He skates well. Interesting thing happens. The animation starts to change when he's actually skating, which I like.
Yeah, I really like how they do that.
There's like 2 or 3 different action styles of anime in this episode alone. There's a very, very different one coming up too. Yuri got his own. Yurio got his own, and I think one other skater. It's just slight changes in the actual animation, just how it's staged and how it actually looks. It's quite beautiful. This one is very, very fluid, and
it's a lot of. It really expresses a lot of movement and emotion. So yeah, and I think this is the first time we actually like. Normally, when we see them do their spins, we just watch them as we would a figure skater. Like, we would see them do their spins. But with Yurio, when he's freaking the fuck out and he's doing his spins, we actually see him static. And we're kind of watching from kind of a weird point. So we're not seeing the spin. We're just seeing him. And you can tell he's spinning, but it's just like a static frame. So...
Yeah. So Yurio fucks up a little bit, but then he pulls it back together.
Yeah.
Everybody's thinking that like his coach and his ballerina lady are thinking like, oh, he's so amazing. Yeah. He can self-analyze and self-correct during a match, and he's the most amazing skater. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
blah,
and
blah,
he's
blah,
just
blah.
like, I fucking hate this. I've never fallen during that.
I'm gonna kill Yuri.
Yeah, he's like,
because he's really hard on himself.
Yeah, and I feel like that is kind of a bit of a shift on character, because this is the first time we've actually seen Yurio with this amount of doubt while he's skating, and especially because he's like, when he falls, he's like, I haven't missed that jump in over a year, and that kind of shakes his confidence a little bit. So you do see a lot of self-doubt in Yurio in this particular skate.
Cocky little shit, and not in a fun way. No. And then we move on to a cocky shit in a fun way.
Cat ears.
Cat ears first.
Come on, cat
ears. So
Yurio
ends his little ice dance and gets pelted with cats on the ice.
Yeah.
And somebody throws these like cat ears onto his head.
Yeah.
They just go Boop, boop.
And he looks really
Quite
cute.
funny.
Yeah, and he keeps them on. Like, you see him at the kiss and cry
Dude, I didn't
with
even see
Yakov,
that. That's funny.
and he's sitting there, and he's sitting in, like, typical Yurio fashion, like, grumpy,
Ugh.
and, like, I'm too cool for this, but he's still got the fucking cat ears on, so it's awesome.
Nah, he better do something cool soon.
Mhm.
So we're done with Yurio.
Yeah.
He places second, I believe, behind Yuri. So Yuri's at the
yeah.
top right now.
Yuri's at the
Yurio
top.
is
Second.
right below. And then JJ. JJ's turn. King JJ.
I have JJ is such a douche.
And he is the Canadian villain.
Yes.
His song is about him.
Yes, he collaborated
know.
with a rock band, and they composed and play a song about him that they made for his
Which
skate.
sounds like it's him singing about him
Yeah.
in the song. Where it's
Yeah.
just like, JJ's awesome, I love JJ, JJ's so cool.
The song is so fucking catchy, though.
It's pretty cool.
I always sing it, and I'm like, I fucking hate JJ. I can come away, JJ, just follow me. I did it. And it's just like, no, don't sing his stupid catchy
And the
song.
whole crowd is into
Yeah.
it, and they're eating it
Come
up.
follow me, do.
And, you know, you kind of get these snapshots, because you have to introduce these characters and get to know them very, very quickly, because
Yeah.
we don't spend a lot of time with them.
Yeah.
So we get these tropes of inside their heads while they're skating,
Yeah.
is how we get to know them. JJ's song is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's singing it in his own head,
Yeah.
but he's also telling himself for the entire skate how great he is.
Yeah, basically like, oh, let's do this big jump. Oh, yeah, you guys
landed
loved it.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
cool.
Get ready for this, everyone. Whoa! And it's just like, oh my god.
Total dickbag.
Such a douche. Oh, and I think
Awesome character.
he basically is like, when Yurio comes off the ice, he's like, oh, excuse me, ladies first. Man. You're like, fuck off,
Fuck off,
JJ.
Yeah, JJ.
So annoying.
JJ Style, I think was the name of this song.
No, that's not the name of the song. That's the name of
his routine?
how he skates. He has
Right.
his own
He's
style.
got JJ Style.
He's got JJ style. And then he does the
So
thing
the
with
King
his
JJ
like
theme was in JJ Style. He makes two J's
J's
out of his hand.
out of his hands. Like,
Just to
JJ.
show that he was done like a gang sign.
Yeah, it was just like
I can't even
JJ
reproduce
style.
it. Megan and I are
think-
both trying to do
I
it
think-
right now.
I think that's it. Yeah, it's like that.
JJ.
JJ style.
JJ style.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh my god, I fucking hate you.
Such a bag of dicks.
You're such a bag of dicks, and you're
But
Canadian.
He's hilarious. I
Yeah.
love him. He's so
Oh,
funny.
he's so over the top. That's why.
Mhm.
It's just like, you are so over the top. And it's just, I think it's just weird for us just because we're Canadians and it's such not a usual thing
Oh,
for
yeah.
Canadians to do.
We're
Like,
always the nice
we're
guy.
supposed to be nice and like, you know, good sportsmanship, and this guy's just a fucking prick.
I hope we get more JJ. I'm looking forward to meeting him a lot more.
Well, after his routine, he pushes Yuri down to second place, so he
Yeah.
was in first place. He did win Skate Canada, so we know he's
He's a qualifier.
He's a qualifier, so
Yeah, we're going to be seeing a little bit more
Yeah.
JJ in the future. I think
Yeah.
he's going to become the foil around the last little bit just
Mhm.
because they've set him up so much like a bag
Yeah,
of dicks.
everyone hates him.
Yeah. Well,
Just
everybody
everybody.
loves him.
Oh, none of the skaters do.
Well, they don't matter. The fans, though.
Yeah, the
Fans.
fans fucking love him, but
They
whatever.
were singing, they were chanting.
Yeah. Well, it's a catchy song. I'd be singing it too. You're like,
So
you're such a
then-
prick, but I'm gonna sing your stupid, stupid, stupid song.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
So we end the episode with Victor's dog is probably dead.
Yeah.
So, you know, we have this nice, light-hearted episode. Couple of episodes which
Yeah.
are pretty light. Not a lot of conflict.
Oh, it's really
And
nice.
then the
Yeah.
dog was eating the buns, and it's probably going to die.
Yeah, dog ate the steam buns, and one got lodged in his throat, and they were at the vet, and they're not sure if he's gonna make it. I have Makachin no in my notes.
So this sets up
yeah.
some conflict.
Yeah, because Yuri's like, you have to go to Japan. You have to be with your dog. Because he remembers how he wasn't there for his dog when his dog died,
And
and
that
how much
broke
it
him.
crushed him.
That was probably the thing that triggered him into his massive depression.
That is exactly like he said. You know, his dog died, and he began binge eating to deal
Mhm.
with that sadness. So
Well, he was at home, and they had those pork cutlets.
Yeah.
of which Yurio is also a fan.
Yeah, Yurio loves...
He was talking about it.
Yeah, he was talking about them to his grandpa.
Have you ever had those pork cutlets? And then they're like, oh, just eat the pierogi. I don't know what a pierogi is, but it looks
it's
pretty
like
good.
a pierogi, I think, but it's like deep fried.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll have to look it up.
in the center?
Yeah, there was
just
like
from
something
what they were
in the
showing.
center.
Oh, this food is ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
This looks so good.
You get hungry. You do get hungry.
We're
I
at the Comic
recommend.
Expo
I
this
recommend
weekend.
having a full belly when you watch.
Totally. We're at the Comic Expo this weekend in Calgary, and there was a couple of booths where they just had anime art, but it was food.
Yeah, it was all food.
It was these fucking bumpers.
It was the bumpers, yeah. And they had
and
they had Born to Make History on one of the shirts with the pork cutlet bowl.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah,
pretty cool.
It's totally a thing. I did wear my Yuri on Ice T-shirt, and
Represent.
the weirdest thing was like a couple of booths were like, "Oh my god, I love your shirt," but they both asked if it was licensed merchandise. I don't know why. Maybe because they had never seen it before. But I'm like, yeah, I bought it from Crunchyroll, so I guess it's licensed. But yeah, anyway, so that was interesting. There was a few Yuri on Ice items at the expo. Yeah, it was good time.
So back to the episode at hand.
Yeah.
We're almost done. So Victor's dog is going to die, and Victor asked Yakov to help Yuri out because he's got to go. He realizes he's got to go take care of his dog.
Well, he wasn't going to, and then Yuri's like, if you don't, you're going to regret it for like the rest of your life. You have to go and see your dog. So he's like, what am I going to do? Sees Yakov and is like, okay, I got an idea. Yakov, coach Yuri tomorrow. Like, just
help me out,
help me out, man. I got to go back to Japan just for one day. Help Yuri out.
But then, like, Isn't Yuri and Yuri skating again?
Yeah.
Isn't that a conflict of interest from Yakov?
No, not really.
I don't know, man. It seems like some manufactured conflict there. Anyway.
It's not.
Yuri obviously has to choke a little bit. We got like 4 episodes left. He's not going to just steamroller and float to the top.
Well, what episode are we on? We're on episode 8. There's 12 episodes. So what we have next... 2
more blocks of 2,
yeah,
basically.
So basically we're going to have episode 9, which is going to be the finale of the Rostelecom Cup. Then we're going to have a nice little filler episode, which is really amazing and good. You're going to like it. I know you don't like filler episodes, but it's really awesome.
Not traditionally.
It's just cute. It's just fun. It's just fun and fluffy. And then we'll have the free skate and the short program for the Grand Prix, and then we're done. That's it.
My predictions, I don't need to know if I'm right or not. I think JJ is going to become a significant threat.
Mm-hmm.
I think Yurio is going to come back in a big way.
Okay.
So I think those are going to be 2 things that are weighing very, very heavily on Yuri.
Yeah, we did hear, because Yurio, he skated in the Cup of Canada and came in second to JJ. Which kind of pissed him off.
Pretty close.
So, yeah.
Maybe that's the united villain that they need to culminate
We'll see.
Fusion.
He's just a prick. He's a douche.
I like him. Yeah. I enjoy a less than positive portrayal of Canadians.
Yeah, it is nice to see. It's very different, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you had gone like the normal route, it would have been probably the American that
who was the dick.
But they didn't.
You can't blame them. They went different.
They went different, which is,
this time
you know
the Americans
what?
out.
Yeah, exactly. Americans like.
I don't even think we'll see him again. He's probably going to face down in a dumpster or something like that.
Yeah, probably.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that's episode 7 and 8.
7 and 8. Yeah.
Of You, Me, and Yuri Makes 3.
How was this? Did you want to do another 2 episodes next time?
I like it. Yeah.
Okay.
Gives me a little bit more to.
Yeah.
A little bit more to chew on.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good. So the next episodes we're going to be watching is going to be episodes 9 and 10. So if you're following along, those will be your episodes that you'll want to watch. So we'll finish the Rostelecom Cup, and we'll get through that fluffy, fun filler episode, and
hopefully
then
Victor's dog doesn't die. Not sure I could take that.
Yeah. Well,
and then we'll go from there.
We'll see.
All right. So that is it for us. Thanks everybody for listening, and we'll be back next week with another brand new episode.
You, Me, and Yuri Makes 3.
Pwah, 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 pwah.
This is Megan Mike from the Nerd Stew Network, and we will see you next time.